Welcome to Shomach Shov and the Daf. We're holding in Menachos Daf Yud Aleph. The Gemara in Daf tells us how was Kemitzah done. The Kohen took his three middle fingers, Chayfe b'sholosh etzba'isov, and he would take out the mincha from the top and the bottom with the top and the bottom finger. What is the inyan over here of the three middle fingers of the hand of the Kohen? Why doesn't he do a full hand? Why it's dafka sholosh etzba'is? So there's a sefer called Likutei Hashas Mehari, which is some divrei Torah pi Kabbalah from the Arizal on some inyanim b'shas. And he has one piece on this Gemara where he says inyanim pi Kabbalah mamish. But one thing we can take out of what he says the idea is that the Kemitzah is the chasodim that come from above, but not all chasodim are something that have a kiyum that are able to be mizgal in this world. So therefore, when we come to show the chesed of Kavos HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's what the Kemitzah shows. You could show only 3 out of the 5 fingers. To explain a little bit more what he means, let's start with the Shem Shmuel, Parashat Tzav, Tafresh Ayin Gimel, where the Shem Shmuel explains what is the Kemitzah. The Kemitzah is equivalent to the taking the blood of the animal, as we see always in the Gemara. The Kemitzah is Kedeket Shchita. Now we know the Kemitzah is what goes in the Mizbeach. It's like the blood of the behemoth that goes in the Mizbeach. What is the blood of the behemoth? The blood of the behemoth is the Chelek HaNefesh of the behemoth, is the spiritual aspect, the spiritual part of the behemoth that goes in the Mizbeach. The same way the blood Legabei HaZevach is the spiritual part, so also the Kemitzah of the Mincha is the spiritual part. So meaning the Kemitzah is the Pnimius of the Mincha, the holiest part of the Mincha. Ayin in Sefer HaZmanim of Rav Yaakov Leiner, the one who wrote the Beis Yaakov from Ishbitz, that there in Inyan Oimer Os Yudalet, he explains a little bit more Legabe Kemitzah, says what it says about Mordechai. So it says that Haman told Mordechai, also Miloi Koimtze Didoch, your Koimitz took away Aseres Alofim Kesef that I brought in. So he explains their Kemitzah is 3 fingers out of 5. There's a remez over here. The remez is we don't need too much. We take the minimal amount needed to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything else in the world, all the moisturous that we have in this world, we don't need it. We're not asking for Elam Hazeh. So we're taking the ikar, the main thing that we have, and that's the 3 middle fingers. That's what we use, whatever we need, the main thing, and the extra we pull out. Mashenke the Goyim, they use all the moisture Elam Hazeh. And that's the Mailo, how Mordechai won Haman. Taking these 2 points and adding over here the Sefer Beis Yisrael that was written by Tzvi Hirsch Mizidichov, one of the early Sefer Chasidus. So he also explains in Yonim al Pi Kabbalah. But it seems like what comes out from this all mixture together is that we know that in Yonei Chasodim that come to the world, the Shefa that comes from above needs to have a receptacle that will come and receive the Chesed. The Mincha is something that belongs to Midas Adin. That's why we daven mincha in the time of din. The midas adin is the receptacle of the chesed that comes to the world. And this is ke'edua, when there is chesed below gvul, so that's something that we cannot receive. That's something that doesn't belong to this world. This world belongs to midas adin, where things have a gvul, where things have some kind of limitation. In order to receive the chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you have to have the chesed coming from above, being received within the midas adin in this world. That is the perfect combination. So the Koimitz, that's the Gilu Yelukus, that's the connection to above, that's the Neshama, that's the Ruchnius, that's the Chesed from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But we're not dealing with all the Chesed. The only thing in the Chesed that is able to be received here in the world. So what the Beis Yisrael writes is, the full hand is all the Chesed in the world that comes from above. 2 parts of the Chesed are things that are already done, already fixed, are not something that we work here on this world. But we have 3 parts that they are the ones that need to be mitukon al dei bnei adam. That's what seems to be what the Arizal is telling us over here as a sight. That when you have the Kemitzah of the Kohen, you can't have the full hand of Chesed. You can have something limited that was accepted by us. And adding here the Sefer HaZmanim wrote, that basically we're showing here that all the moistures in the world is something we don't need. The Pashup Shah is talking about, we don't need moisture that has to do with extra indulgence in the world. But there's an oimik inyan over here that we cannot receive all the chesed and shefa and above. So anything which is moiser, which is not what we are able to receive, we don't deal with it right now. So what comes out is the Kemitzah is the Gilui and the connection to above. But we understand that we're not able fully to connect. We're not able fully to receive all the Chesed HaKadosh Baruch Hu Mashpia on us. So we have 3 fingers out of 5. And that's what the Harizal seems to say over here, that we have the Chasodim Elyonim, but they're not the full Chasodim Elyonim, only the ones that are able to reveal down here in the world. Only something that has Kiyum and Hamada in this world down here. Hadvarim Amukim Yoit, but just to get a little taste of maybe the soy that we have in this sugya. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor the Shor Machshava Shiurim, please email shormachshava@gmail.com.